All right, what's up, fellas? It's Mark Parson, cornerback pro, former NFL cornerback of the Houston Texans and New Orleans Saints, and I'm coaching you guys up. I'm very excited today. I'm actually about to get some work in with my young fellas at the field, but I wanted to shoot this video really quickly for you. We have one clip. It's one of my favorite cornerbacks of all time, Darrelle Revis, in his prime. This is 2009. He's with the Jets, balling out. Um, this clip is actually one of his bad clips, though. And the reason why I picked it out is because I wanted you to see, that's how we improve, man. You usually improve off over your losses. That's really, most guys don't improve over a dub, over a win. You improve when your mistakes and your losses. So that's what we're gonna go over. But again, he's one of my favorite cornerbacks. Also, understand this: there's two things I want you to realize, and I want you to get to this mindset. Look, yo, it's fourth quarter. They up by a couple touchdowns almost. And here's the thing: he had two picks in this game, two interceptions. One he housed it. He got interception for a touchdown, and another pick up the sideline. And that's one thing. So, I mean, that's elite. He went to the Pro Bowl the previous year. Second thing is this, and this is what I got to get you guys to understand out there at cornerback, especially out there in cornerback. This dude, the best receiver on this team right here is Steve Smith Sr. Steve Smith, this is when he was younger, guys. This is when he was balling out. You know, bruh, the coach he said, "Hey, Darrelle, you gonna match up with him all game." Darrelle Revis did this for years. The coach said, "Yo, best player on that team, best receiver on the team, Darrelle got him." That's how you know when you're getting good, fellas. When the coach trusts you, he say, "Hey, look, you match up with him. You match up with their best receiver, and then you go out there and do your thing." So get to that level, man. You got to be working out. You got to be hustling. Um, you got to know the techniques and strategies. You got to have a mindset of a baller, man. So that I had to let y'all know that, man. This is elite, but this is one of his bad clips, and I'm not gonna go over the press, man. I'm gonna go more over the ball skills on this play, okay? So make sure you guys email me at cornerbackpro@gmail.com if you have any questions. Watch all the videos on the channel. You're gonna get better. And then lastly, ask me for the one-on-one mastery program so you can know the skills, know the strategies and techniques, because I got it all in there, and I'll include everything else in there: the mind and body training, running program, all that good stuff. All right, let's go. Let's watch it first. We're at the bottom, and then we'll go over it. All right, so they're gonna give him. That's the touchdown right there. I know he was doing the incomplete pass signal, but nah, that's a TD. And I'm gonna tell you why. We're gonna go over it. All right, so we're down in the red zone. Usually in the red zone, what do I always talk about? Yo, protect the inside, shade. Make sure they don't run any easy slants. It's a higher percentage throw. So understand that. With that being said, still work to stay square as long as possible. Still work to stay square. So that doesn't mean that basically you can't. It's difficult, because look, I don't know the exact play that they're in. I know we got Jim Leonard right here. It looks like Jim Leonard playing safety, and it looks like we showing body presence in here. So, you know, I'm not sure what the play is. Again, it would be different if it was like 12 personnel, 21 personnel, and it's just us by ourselves. That slant, that quarterback is not going to really think twice about it. If he is going to run a slant, it's money, especially if we hop outside and he gets us inside shade or whatever. But we got body presence in here, so you don't have to be too far inside. What happens when you're too far inside? Yo, you're going to open that gate. So that means the receiver got a free release, and he's able to get to the top of stem and kind of, it's in a good quarterback and a good receiver possibly going to complete that pass. So I always talk about not opening the gate. That's one of my biggest things. But we're not gonna go over that in this play. We're gonna go over the ball skills at the very end. All right, so let's watch it. So where would you think that I say Revis? What can Revis do right here? You're like, Coach, he's on him. Coach, he could. It was just a good throw. All right, so this is what you do. All right, there's a time and place for everything. There's a time and place to look back that way. The quarterback. I'm gonna show you. So there's a time and place to look. I'm actually let me wrap it out. Let me go a little bit further. All right, so there's a time and place for us to look back at the ball this way, where we lean and locate, and there's a time and place where you look through the receiver. That means you turn the receiver. So when you get to the point where you squeeze to him, you can touch him, then you look this way. I'm going to tell you when. This is extremely important, so please pay attention. This is ball skills 101, baby. All right. Understand this. A quarterback. Well, let's understand where the quarterback's going to throw it. A deep ball, fade ball. Where is the quarterback going to throw it? The quarterback is thinking, I'm going to throw it to his outside shade. The receiver wants, all right, well, we're not going to get to the receiver yet. The quarterback's thinking it's either going to be an incomplete pass or a touchdown or completion, right? So that's number one. So the quarterback wants to throw to his outside shade. Bottom line. Now, a good receiver is going to do what? He's going to hold this line. That means we talk about stacking. We talk about guys getting immediately into the route. They want to stack. They want to hold that line. So they don't want to just bowl their routes out here. Why? Because then they don't have any space out here to work with. Okay? So they want to keep that line. So if they start right here, a good receiver is going to try his best to end right here, and then the quarterback's going to throw him open. So he's right here, then he throws him open, and then he fades at the last second to go catch that ball with late hands. We talk about late hands for you receivers. Now, so what does that mean for us DBs now that we know what our enemy is attempting to do? So you need to know your enemy. That's why I tell you guys to play both ways. That's why I tell you guys to play receiver so you can start understanding stuff. You need to get with the best receiver coach. You need to sit in the receivers meeting. That's going to improve your skills and your mental, your football IQ, right? So know your enemy, art of war. All right. So what does that mean for us? That means we need to first of all squeeze them as much as possible. That's why it's very important that the press, how we press, stay square and squeeze them and bowl them out as far as possible and squeeze them over here as much as possible so we can limit this real estate over here. Because that's where the quarterback wants to throw it. A bad quarterback's going to throw it inside. A good quarterback's going to throw it out here. So we need to limit this space over here. Now, since we didn't do that from the beginning, we gotta make up for it. How can we make up for it? Well, at the very end, it's our ball skills. So right here, this is not a time you want to look back this way. Why? Because the receiver he can lean on this. All right, that means you ever got where the receiver kind of pushes off. So we got our back torn. So you ever had a guy when you're guarding him and you look back this way and he pushes off on your back to where you can't jump as well? You're off balance, and then he fades and catches it. I know I do it to guys sometimes. If I'm a cornerback right here and I'm on the outside shade, and let's say I'm in cover 3, and the receiver's right here, I'll push off him and go catch the pick. So if I want to do that, the receiver want to do that. So the best thing that we can do, number one, is not that, right? Because he got all this space over here. He can push off of it. He got all this space, and it's a difficult play. So the best thing we can do is look through the receiver when we're tight in here. Now, if we got him on the sideline, because understand this, Revis had a pick early in this game where he did it. He looked back this way, he didn't look through the receiver, but he had Steve Smith on the sideline. So the sideline is our friend. He doesn't have any more real estate over here to really do anything. So now I can catch it, right? I can get a pick. But now we do have space over here. So the best thing to do is look through the receiver. So now we catch up with him, we squeeze him, or I'm with him now. And you guys probably see guys on the fade ball, they on the jump, when it's more when it's close over here and they just try to fade us up. You see my guys look through the receiver and then go get the ball. But on this play, I'm telling you, don't look back this way. Look through the receiver. And I'm going to show you why. So look. Notice how Steve Smith begins to fade over here because Delone threw him outside. He threw the ball out here. When you look towards the receiver, not only you can use your hands, so you can feel the receiver. Your hands as eyes. We'll talk about like your hands are antennas. You can feel them as you're looking back for the ball the other way. And then you feel him begin to fade over. And then you can see the ball. You can see the ball coming out to the outside. So you got a better visual on the ball. And then you can feel him start to fade over here so you can lean with him and then make a play. Either you're going to strike through his hands or go up for the pick. You see this? This is too much separation. And the reason why is because we look back this way when really we should have looked towards through the receiver. Okay, especially in the red zone. Anytime you got a chance to look through the receiver, so you turn this way, basically, guys. Hopefully, I'm explaining to where you can understand what I'm saying. So the more you practice this, you can practice this. And I always teach my guys also, get used to jumping off of 1 foot. So I say, dunk, go to you can go to the gym or basketball court. I mean, you could really be on the field, but I say, dunk with your right hand off your left foot, dunk with your left hand off your right foot. If you cannot do it, then touch the backboard, touch the rim every time, and improve your your jumping ability off of the run. You can do it on the field too. So that's one of the drills I do from ball skills. But if you don't look back from the right place, if you don't look like depending on where you are on the field, that can change everything. So understand there's a time and place for everything. So when you're running up, and I've shot videos about this. I actually demonstrated in one of my videos. Make sure you guys go through the videos and watch them. Watch every single video and you'll know. But if you're running up the sideline, you squeeze them all the way to the sideline, guess what? You can look back the other way. You can look just straight to the quarterback. You're squeezing. But if he has more space out here, all right? So if he has some space out here and you're running up, so you weren't able to, maybe they get a good press on, you got to squeeze immediately. Look to the receiver, through the receiver if you're a man, okay? So hopefully, I know these videos got to be improving because I get a lot of testimonials, getting emails every day. I want you guys to improve every single day, man. I really believe in you guys. And look, you can make it. I'm telling you. I think about it. I'm like, yo, sometimes I'll be like, yo, how in the world did I make it as far as I did? I was just thinking about, man. But I'm telling you, I just believed it. It was true belief. And I was willing to do anything that it took to make it. You got to believe it, man. I'm telling you, you can. I need you to believe it, though. You got to believe that you can make it. That's the first step. And then you got to take massive action every single day. You got to invest in yourself. You got to get with the train. You got to eat right. You got to work. You got to work out with the team. You have to, dominate. You got to be the best player on your team. That's how it works. Every single day, I got to be the best player on my team. You got to understand how it works. Look, in youth league, the best guy on the team usually I'm not going to say go to college, but high school, but let's go straight to high school. The guy who's the best player on the high school team, usually he's the guy who gets the full ride to go to college to play ball, usually. And then the guy who's the best player on his team in college is the one who plays pro ball. So you gotta work, man. I wasn't always the best player on my team in high school, So it doesn't matter if you're a freshman or sophomore. You gotta work to be the best guy on that team. And then the best guy in your district, the best guy in your region. So you got to believe, number one, that it's possible. And then you got to take massive action every single day. And if you're watching this video, I know you guys are doing it. You're taking action. You're watching these videos and improving your skills. All right? So I just wanted to give you that. And I wanted to encourage you, man. You can make it. You can make it. I get testimonials from guys who didn't have a chance. And they created the chance through belief and taking action. All right, fellas, make sure you guys email me, cornerbackpro@gmail.com. Ask me for all the training programs. All my guys who take it drastically improve their skills and get to that next level. There's always another level. Peace.